Garnaut at the University of Melbourne. Climate change and the world's response to it will be a defining event in the history of Australia and of Victoria. If the world does not succeed in early and effective mitigation of global warming, then Australia will be the canary in the cage that dies first. And within Australia, the most vulnerable region is southern Australia, which includes Victoria. On the other hand, if there is early and effective global mitigation, then there are reasonable prospects of avoiding the worst damage from climate change. The essential features of an effective global response will be a high and rising price on carbon and other greenhouse gas emissions, and large-scale support for research, development and commercialisation of new technologies. These two features of the appropriate policy response are closely linked because the carbon pricing, so long as emissions permits are auctioned, can be the source of revenue for a substantial commitment to public support for research, development and commercialisation of the new technologies. There's no doubt that it is possible for the world to make the required transition to a near zero net emissions economy through the early years of the second half of this century without foregoing the continuation of strong economic growth. What is required is the policies that break the nexus between economic growth and high emissions of greenhouse gases. With the appropriate policies, the world will effectively make that transition, and rising living standards throughout the world can continue as they have done for much of the world over the past half century. If we have such a world with appropriate policy frameworks, Victoria is well placed to do very well. The name of the game of economic development in future is going to be innovation, and Victoria is well placed in this game. It's got the strong education and research institutions and the business infrastructure that's necessary to find many areas in which people here can take a lead in business innovation. There's a strong track record on innovation in the recent past, and that augurs well for the future. In such a world, Australia would lead global developments in a number of areas of specialised technologies where we have special interests and special skills. We certainly have that potential in biosequestration based on our strong agricultural and other land use technological expertise, and in geosequestration. It will be an exciting world and one that could not be more different from the dismal prospect that would follow a failure of effective global mitigation.